shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 33. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Harris back to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Easy completion on the shuffle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Avan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Harris will throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Oh, he's got some space.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Dennis. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He'll keep it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Under fire. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Harris back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hester. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Harris will throw. Snagged out of the air.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Avant. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hester.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got a man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. It's caught downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. On the ground, it's Dennis. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
2nd down coming up.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. This one's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
To move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Power football with the run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Harris back to pass. It's on target and complete. Oh, what a move to get room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Quick strike complete. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. And the lead is 35-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kansas.
Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll give it to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Harris will throw. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dennis. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Canes are on the move. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
2nd down coming up.
The give to the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's 3rd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Finds a man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Complete to start this drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
At the 33. 2nd down.
Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Unloads to the wideout. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll do it himself. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Now set up in the red zone.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.